your name, please?
I am Edim Justus by name.
Okay. All right, Edim Justus, you're welcome. Edim Justus, as one of the principal organizers of this event, I mean, what were you thinking to put up an event like this?
What I was thinking to come up with an event like this, it's a question to ask, and I think another form of asking that question, I would say, like to put up something like this. You know, it is high time we began to put ourselves together as young men, as undergraduates, as graduating students, and find something reasonable to do. It is no more story that the labor market today is a survival of the fittest, and it is unfortunate things are that way. So this is the whole essence, to help prepare our minds as undergraduates and graduating students before we get into the labor market. That is the whole essence of this workshop.
Okay. I'm going to be asking you again. The whole essence is the situation of the country, if I get you right.
Yeah.
I want to ask, is this event an annual event or just, you know?
Yes, we seek it to be a culture in the University of Abuja, not just the University of Abuja. If it could be imbibed into other universities, where it would be, you know, brought to be every year, every session, so that even if no other students, the graduating set at least should be prepared before they get into the labor market.
One more last question. Okay. With the turn-up of the students of University of Abuja precisely now, what do you think? What do you think about their turn-up? Are they really showing interest in it? And do you think they really get the purpose of this event?
All right, it's a good question. But one thing, when you're beginning a program, when you're beginning something, generally speaking, you don't expect to get much results. And students do not respond to such things and in a slip of a finger. You know, it's a gradual thing. Every investment done, every organization done, every institution brought to be has to begin with a humble beginning. So I think it is a maiden edition, and we could not have expected the hall to get filled. But at least the reasonable minds, people who are faster than they should be, are here, and I believe they will grow from that.
All right, with me here is another principal organizer of this lovely event. You would have to introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Opatola Victor.
Okay, Mr. Opatola Victor. Yeah, putting up an event like this, how demanding is it?
Basically, it is demanding, as a matter of fact. But it is not the demanding aspect that we're actually looking at, but what it is to be gained by students who actually be attending this event. We are looking at a situation where students who actually attend this event, it is free. We are looking at a situation where students will attend this event and they will gain a lot from this event. They won't have to go outside to pay, and when they graduate out of school, they'll fit in perfectly into the workplace.
Okay. All right. Organizing this event is quite taxing, and if students are to get everything you're trying to impact into them here, are you supporting them by any means, maybe financially, by your organization, or you know?
If any student that attend this will definitely have an edge over any other counterpart from any other university. Because just look at what it is we are offering here. Somebody will be coming to speak on personal image and branding. Somebody will be coming to speak on money and investment. Another person will be coming to speak on how you write your CV, how you go about your job interview, and entrepreneurship and leadership like that. When you can actually capture enough things from this workshop here today, you definitely have an edge over any of your counterparts from anywhere in any other university. So, apart from that, we're actually looking at a situation where we can actually get, if we can actually get people that need recruitment, we'll get their contact, and we can actually give them the contact of these individuals. Those are the final year students. And they'll speak with them, they'll meet with them, and if they can get employment through that, fine.
All right. One more last thing. Is it a profit-based organization, or you just doing it for God? Let me say.
Basically, let me confess quickly. This workshop that we organized here is not profit-based. Okay. We are actually running it from our individual pocket. It's what it is that we're running from our individual pocket. It's not profit-based. Majority of those that are supposed to sponsor this, they said we must charge students so that they will recuperate their gain. Yeah. But we said no, we are not charging students. It must be free. So most of them say they are not sponsoring us. But as it is from our pocket, so it's not profit-based.
All right, thank you very much, Mr.
Victor Opatola.
Mr. Victor Opatola. All right, I wish you. With me here is one of our guest speaker for today's event, Mr. Rex Idabinabo. I stand to be corrected anyway. He is a partner with African Achievers Award. I guess I'm right. All right, sir. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm one of the guest speakers. I think I'm one of the discussants, because I think it's all about discussion today, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't like being called a speaker, because I'm not actually a speaker, but I think it's all about discussion. That's what I think today. Yeah.
I love this humble gesture of yours, sir. Sir, being one of the guest speaker. Oh, discussant here. What are you expecting today? Discharging what you have to say to the students, and how prepared do you think the student, how do you think the student will be able to, absorb all you have to offer them today?
Yeah, I think it's all about knowledge exchange, idea exchange. What I think we should do is more or less share our ideas and see how we can move it to the next step. That's what I think. So the next step, I think that's where I come in. With the little experience I've had over a couple of years, I think I could be able to talk about some pitfalls which we can also avoid in climbing up the ladder. Yeah.
All right. Events like this, sir, do you think it's basically good for graduates or even for undergraduate, like 100-level students? Is it good for them to partake in events like this, or basically it's for graduates?
I think everyone should be involved, because most of the world acclaimed inventors and entrepreneurs are they didn't start after they finished their degrees. Most of them started when they were still in the university. Some of them are also drop out and all that. So I think it's all about, some guy used the word certificate. It's about what you know. The degree is an added advantage to you. So that's what I think, yes. So it's necessary and it's important for everybody to be involved, especially what the jungle, what do you call it, jungle just?
Yeah.
Yes, what are you guys all about? I think everybody should be involved, and you guys need a lot of support, you understand? So that's what I think, yeah.
All right. Many graduates out there always believe that, okay, having gotten all the necessary talks, and discussions like this, being impacted into them already. One major challenge is always this money you just mentioned now. Everything, even the Bible says it. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian. I'm just saying that now, that money is the will of gospel. Money is always required, even after getting all this knowledge. Am I correct?
In the Bible, I think I should ask you, so I think I should go back to you. Yeah. Who did God say, what do you have in your hand? He had a rod. It was Moses, right? What do you have in your hand?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
So nobody's ready to finance you, especially where we come from.
Okay.
Very few people are ready to finance you. So what do you have in your hand? So I think I should let you to ponder on that question. What do you have in your hand?
Yeah. It's okay. I understand you. It's okay. I believe the show is going. The event today is going to be a powerful one, and I
think it's the fun today is going to be a powerful one.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all right, sir. Thank you very much.
It's still not a popular area yet. So I look for the of those sites and I pay. The first installment, a little much more what I can afford. And I begin to contributory meet the demands. And after 4 years, to my amazement, I was driving past that area, I saw road graded. And I asked her, who is that? The owners of the place are appropriating the land in this area. So the land now was going for 15 times the price it was quoted for. So these are fundamental ways to build your life. The second one I talk about investment is relationship. Life is a chain. You need people. You cannot succeed alone. You cannot succeed alone. While you are in school, look for mentors. When I mean mentors, it's unfortunate, sorry to say this, it's unfortunate that most of us don't have mentors. Your first mentor should be your father and your mother. fine. But you should look for that you will be seeing that you love the way they are doing, or they are following them up. Look for you can reach them, let them inspire you. Inspiration is a way of making you succeed. The more inspiration you get in a month, the faster your success rate. So look for those. I mean, who is the son that you respect? Go under him. Let him mentor you. You want to go into medicine? Look for a good doctor. Let him mentor you. You want to go into business? Why not? You are a person. You don't have a lawyer as a friend. You don't have a medical doctor as a friend. You don't have a banker as a friend. You can't succeed. Successful people in Nigeria have looked for men in those spheres to consult them and advise them. What is happening in real estate, Oga? Now we did decide we were beg. What is happening? Yes, I'm 29, but I want to own my house at 35. What can I do? What do I do? How are they doing it? How are they following it up? How? You begin to get the tips. You don't wake up to dream. You sleep to dream. So, don't just live your life out of casualty. You need relationship. Do you know something that the tendency for you to miss your flight is higher when you are sitting there? What do you tell me? I stand bold to tell you that with every community, I'm a successful young man. But one of the secrets to my success is what I'm going to tell you now. And please don't treat it with levity, because if you treat it with levity, you'll be devil. Don't take it casual, because if you take it casual, you end up a casualty. I was the son of a car cleaner. My father was a car cleaner. He struggled to pay my way to school. There are times I went to school without a meal. There are times I was denied the best comforts of life. It was tough. Very, very tough. He denied himself his yesterday for my tomorrow. Some of those things I accompanied him to borrow money from someone just to pay my school fees. And the response I got, I went out with my bag. And when I went on my way to government day secondary school, Ghana, I finished and I came back. We paid 3,500 naira as our fee then. I saved, and when I went to Kano, job to Kano, or Katsina in Dawa, I bought some few things and I took it to him. And I gave him some cash. It was on a secret. And I can't forget what he told me. He said, pay my bag and carry you get there. What I could achieve, you go far. My hands couldn't touch. You will feel it. And I press it. And I give that money. He tossed his saliva and placed his right hand on my head. There was this sensation I couldn't imagine. I just felt it. Tears rolled down my father's eye for the first time. My father cried. I couldn't believe it. I didn't touch her, but he spoke. Those words spoke in my life. 6 months after, others were struggling. I was so alone. Everything I laid my hands on, I succeeded. Not because I was strong, not because I was the most intelligent, not because I was the smartest, but because I had the blessings of the Father. And you connect the blessings of your Father only to blessing. Many finish their service. Their father never listed one of that service. He said, I'm not going to expect anyone. I'm not 7,000. I'm not 7,000.
contract. Also in our presence is another, I'll see him as a brother. I see him so young, and I also always want to attach myself to him. And that is the person of Rex, the Gabinabo, just 29 years old, already a parent star, he's doing act.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Please, how do we go about investing? Like, how do we research the stockholders and the rest? How do we go about it?
How to invest? Okay, there are so many ways, avenues to invest, but I also have to narrow down at this level. You know, I have to narrow down what you need, because if I tell you several investments you take, it's going to be huge. It's one thing to have ability. It's also important for you also to commensurate your ability with the capacity you have. How to invest? If you are looking at the capital market, you look for a stockbroker, a seasoned stockbroker. There are, to every fake, there is an indication there is an original. You don't see any fake without an existing original. Hello? So, even those who go for training to detect fake currency when they travel abroad, after the training they'll be asking, where is fake currency? They tell you, no, we don't show you fake currency. Just look much more on the original. The more you look on the original, the more you fix your eyes on the original, the more you are able to detect the fake when you see it. So don't worry about the fake. Focus on the original currency. Focus on the original currency so that anytime you see the fake, you pick it. So look for a seasoned broker that will model your investment pattern for you, how your income is, what capacity you can do monthly. If you can do 10,000 every month, if you can do 50,000 in a year, brilliant. Look for good companies that you can invest in. Tangode is blossoming. By the new administration that I have a respect for our new president. I have to tell you that. We don't need an intelligent leader. What we need is a leader with willpower that can take strong, difficult decisions for this country. And one of them has taken it. So with CBN now placing a ban on those things, Nigeria will now begin to look inward into what to produce for the development of this nation. So you look for a broker that will give you, you open a SCS account, a stockbroking account, and you look for the companies you can buy into. The issue of the dollar or pounds, I normally advise everybody, I normally advise people, even my aunts and siblings to normally own a dollar or a pound at home. Keep it under your carpet or under your pillow. You could wake up on a Sunday or on a Saturday, the ATMs are not working, and you need money. Maybe an emergency, your child is in the hospital and they say, okay, you need to bring in 15,000 naira, and you look around, you don't have neighbors to meet, and the ATMs are not working, so what do you do? So if you have a bill, $100 bill, you run around to zone 4 and meet the normal bureau de change guy and gives you cash. That is using your head. So there are several investment opportunities. There are real estates, which you don't have the capacity for it because it is capital intensive. But I've told you how to go about it if you don't have the capital. I mentioned to you what to do if you don't have the huge capital. But the capital market is a good avenue for you to start. You also could develop a good saving culture. Mutual funds are there. You start it because it's only when you grow up that you stay up. If you jump
I've been opportunity to listen to this kind of messages that come from facilitators like you. And I want to get this right because I believe in investment. And one of the investments that I so much was buying shares in forex. And something happened 3-4 years back, which we are all about forex. Let me anchor on that. My immediate elder brother was a victim of forex, and thank God he's been able to come out of it, not by the way of forex. And most people will say, if you see forex, don't go near it. And today, we are talking about still investing in forex. And sometimes, I want to add this to it. When an young entrepreneur is about starting business, they will say, don't borrow money from the bank, because before I was 24, I started paying salary. And I happened to find myself in the school, and the school system could not make me to continue that again. So I'm about leaving the school now. I intended to go and borrow money to build my empire. But just 2 weeks back, I was told don't borrow money. And now you are saying go to forex. Please help to help me. Thank you.
Okay. You need to balance. One of the most dangerous things to absorb is half-truth. Lie is better than half-truth. If you take half-truth, you are dead on arrival. But lies, you know it is a lie, so you can deal with it. Now, forex, I told you, I didn't tell you to do forex on the premise of doing the normal online trading forex stuff. There are lots of scams there. That's the truth. So I never told you that. What I'm telling you is that being financially intelligent, you can work in a financial institution and not be financially intelligent. You can work for 2 years and not be financially intelligent. So the intelligence is a function of your knowledge. And I told you one of the avenues I take advantage of. I started doing that in 2003. Every election year, dollar will go up. We are having an election in 2019. It will go up again. Because our politics so far is money-based. So they can't keep 300 million naira. They do what? They store it in dollars and create artificial scarcity. I'm only taking advantage of the dynamics of demand and supply in the market. So what I do, 6 months, I'm giving you one of my secrets. 6 months, I begin to stock dollar. I move my money from fixed deposit, other things, and I buy it. And I bought at 167. I sold at the peak of 232, 231, 230, 229 when it was going down. And you can measure the ratio, percentage rate of returns on such. So I'm not saying that's only the avenue. There are some other avenues that I will have shared with you, but because you're undergraduates, I need to tailor what I give you by virtue of your ability to comprehend some few things. Maybe as you grow in life, you look for people who are successful in investment bankers, portfolio managers, in those spheres that can give you the best advisory service in terms of investment.
No matter what you are thinking about, people are also thinking likewise. And that's why we tell people that one action is better than 1,000 intentions. I want to, I want to, I want to. So when do you want to take an action? To be an entrepreneur is not easy. It takes determination. It takes determination. So you should know what you want to get into. Let me go straight into the slide. By that we talk about the needs, the wants, the problems, the challenges around your locality. Mr. Fabian had said it. It's not what is happening in Suleja. You start from where you are or where you intend to be. If you feel that something will thrive in Kaduna State and you are here in Abuja, go and study. Go to Kaduna State and check it out. Different things. There was a time, the person that came up with even the sachet water. Before that, we have water in ordinary nylon. Is that not true? Somebody thought about it and let's improve it. And we have sachet water. And now we have different designs of this. And in fact, before you know it, I'm sure ever in the Coca-Cola, they will change the design of this particular thing. You have to be thinking. It's not just, I don't have an idea. Think of an existing idea and turn it around. Just imagine what ladies wear, these beads we wear. Somebody sat down somewhere and just came up with something. I said, fantastic. And somebody will do it. They say it's not as beautiful as the first person. And that person will take that and turn it around and it's like, this one is really good. So you can even begin to look at what exists around me. What can I use around me? Finances can force you to do business. There was a woman who became very famous just by selling moi moi. By selling moi moi. And what happened? She didn't have money. She and her husband, and you see, somehow, you know, women are very great, they are very powerful. She had small money and she bought beans. And she thought about it, these beans, what can I do with it? She thought of just small moi moi, and she started selling it at the gate of her daughter's school. At the gate of her daughter's school, before you know it, she started making money, started expanding. From putting it in a nylon, she started putting it in something better. And somehow, somebody told her about Lagos Business School, the enterprise development center, the faculty there. And she went to see them and they said, we love people with ideas. We can teach you. And they took her on a 6-week course. And before you know, she became something else. She now has more money everywhere. She had people she employed. I was involved in, we still don't know what we want to do. And it's okay. But we should be thinking. We should be challenging ourselves. Investigate yourself very well. What do I want to do? What are those things that are my passion? My wife runs a school. She's been a teacher. She was a teacher for about 10 years before starting a school. When she was going to start, she started in the sitting room, in the living room. It's about creating, doing something that adds value. There is a vacuum. Somebody saw that when you have a large crowd, you will need to talk to them, something you need to amplify your voice. Somebody thought of microphone. And that person thought of. I have found out that most of the time, one person do not think through a particular process. Somebody will think one half, another person we have to read. That's what compliment. Another person we have to read. In those days, we had table and chair. Somebody thought we could actually have table and chairs together. At least the writing, parts together. Somebody did this. Do you understand? So you should be thinking. We use a lot of things. We use shoes, we use belts, we carry bags, we use ties, we use things a lot. Some of those things that we use on a daily basis, 1 or 2 or 3 of them can be turned to something else and that will fetch money for you. Do we believe that? Very possible. It's very possible. We just need to be thinking. We just need to be thinking. I need to move. A woman of vision. You cannot be a good entrepreneur if you don't have vision. If something has to be propelling you have to be thinking and dreaming of something. And I said, if you don't identify your vision, others will plan and direct your life for you. Situation will direct your life for you. Circumstances, because things may not really get better.
You get a job, and that's the truth. I'll tell you the truth, that's how it is. And you have to do it well. When you come from your good services, you understand what I said today. There's a young man, he's called Esse. I think I need to tell you this story because it's very, very good to connect to what I said earlier. His name is Esse. He's also been involved in several elections. He's also been listed as one of the brothers inspired by the Africans. And how did Esse start off a company? It's called Hotels of Energy. Yes. Esse was also, and he wasn't in the university, he was a secondary student. One of the agencies, I think, at Calabar. Esse in 1999, when the computer teacher was telling them much about computers, how to use computers. You know, then those that were doing in secondary school, 99, 97, experience Esse was happy about it. It was wow, this is the first time I'm touching a computer. So what did Esse do? He opened the computer, he went through most of the applications, and guess what? He found something, Microsoft. So he was saying, wow, let me learn how I do Microsoft Word, Microsoft things and that. So I guess it felt the still house with Microsoft. So one day went to the Microsoft website to apply for the residency. So we did that. And we did that in time. And then my son we
With me here is one of the vital speaker in today's event, a management and financial consultant, Mr. Fabian. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Sir, you just gave a wonderful speech in there. And what do you expect where this speech that you've just dished out?
Well, I expect, you know, it's one thing to impress. It's another thing to impact. I didn't come here to impress the audience. It was not only for me to impress the audience. My mission, or the reason why I chose to come here and offer the lecture, is to impact knowledge, to stir up an inspiration, to motivate, and also guide people to the right path to which they will benefit the society, they will contribute to the development of the nation, Nigeria, and also take this country to the next level. So a whole lot is dependent on us, the youth. We are trusting the youth to take us to the next level upon which this nation should be. And some of those things were what we shared together there that will really help the cause of moving the youth, the nation, and our country, Nigeria, forward. So that's the essence for the lecture.
All right, sir. You talked about impacting. Do you think this program is tagged after Gwags? Yeah, that's after the university here.
Yes, yes.
So do you think this should be basically for graduates or for graduating students? Don't you think, do you think 100 level students who are just coming in, you know, or other people who are not even opportunity to school, do they need to partake in programs like this?
Well, if I have to be sincere with you, the school curriculum, the university curriculum has to be redesigned. A lot of things has to be redesigned to help the youth from day one when they step into the university till when they finish. Because you don't have to wait till when you're about finishing to learn what life entails or portends for you. At your 100 level, if you can know so much about an entrepreneurship business, for instance, if you can know so much of how to develop yourself, how to contribute to the nation, how to own your own business, even at 100 level, it is the best for yourself and for the nation. So it should be something that should be all-encompassing, irrespective of your course, irrespective of your cost of study, or irrespective of your profession, irrespective of age, class, race, irrespective of where you belong. It should be something that should be embraced entirely by the school curriculum. If the school can offer a course on entrepreneurship, purely people to come and study entrepreneurship, why not? If people can, if the school can adopt a curriculum where students can study a course on leadership, a course of study purely on leadership, it's all good for us, because Nigeria has to remodel itself again, because a lot of things are happening, and until we fine-tune ourselves, we will not be able to meet the challenge of the 21st century.
Thank you very much, sir. One more last question just before you take your leave, sir. Do you think, okay, do you have any testimony? I'm sure you've had a seminar like this, yes, with youths, yes, or probably with graduates like this very one.
Yes.
Wish you all the best. Students who have been who attended this very lovely event. And what's your name?
Basil Choma. Basil
Choma.
Yes.
Basil Choma, in what level?
300 level law.
Okay, 300 level law. All right. Like we said earlier, this isn't just for graduates only. Even for students who are still on campus, they benefit more from this event. All right, Basil, what have you learned today?
Well, like the topic goes after Gwags.
Yeah.
Now, it's just like a forum where we are being enlightened on what we're supposed to do after school. Now, a lot of us believe it's just the profession, like the law thing.
Yeah.
Now, he has convinced me to a reasonable extent that you could also involve law with some other aspects of business.
Yeah.
Now, that's trying to be an entrepreneur. Like you said it's not always you saying you don't want to answer SATA to somebody. Even when you are you're an entrepreneur, you're earning your money, you have a business, you also have to call your client sir. So the starting is not actually the problem. The thing is trying to be more comfortable in your field. Try to be something distinguishing. Now, you have an idea, a lot of people have the same idea, but what makes you different? What makes your idea better than the others? I guess this is something that I've learned so much, and even the ideas I have,
it's educative, and it's been a lovely workshop today, and a lot of students have been empowered, and I know you watching us there, you've been empowered too. So all I have to do tell you now is go out there and do what you know how to do best, and I wish you all the luck in the world. All right, this is IMC Media, and this is your boy Olusegun Adeyemi.